For those of you who can afford to do so, one of the best ways to save is by buying food in bulk. According to experts, in this era of insistent food hike, upfront cost of buying in bulk might be a bit more, but the long-term savings are well worth it. The report is presented from our studio.
The increasing cost of food in Nigeria has significantly affected the living of standard of ordinary citizens. This implies the people can now afford fewer baskets of commodities for their livelihood and substances. As food prices continue to rise at an alarming rate without the slightest notice.
Prices of other items keep going up in Nigeria just because the way of who we are. Has nothing to do with sometimes the economy. What I've observed in recent time, I know the fuel price added a lot, because when you look at how much we used to getting fuel before and what we are spending on a liter now, it has gone beyond, let's say, 100% in terms of increase. However, the reason why prices keep going up and you bought something within 30 minutes, its price has changed, is because I said because of who we are. People now rely on information. After getting their stock, maybe you got a stock for a whole week, and you will call, let me call Lagos. How much are they selling it now? The one you have bought last week is what you bought, but they want to sell with the intention of having more gain. I think that's the problem we are battling with as far as this country is concerned. And even for those who sell perishables, I pity them most of the time. They keep increasing to an extent that people cannot even afford to buy them again. And these are perishables. Go to the market now. When you get there, most of these things are thrown away. You see where they sell vegetables, oranges, fruits and all that. After some time, they are no longer good. You can't even sell them again. They don't throw them away. Or what economic value is that to them? But I usually conclude that because they have called, they have increased, they have taken their gain. So they can afford to throw away the remaining one. Then the humanity in us, it's something that has a lot of problems.
Inflation accounts for almost 50% of the total weight of the basket of items that are used to measure price increases, which can change on our daily basis. And food that has gone up in price includes bread, cereals, potatoes, yam and other tubers, meat, fish, fruits, oils and fats, vegetables to mention a few. In the mix is the influence of middlemen, which have been accused to one of the major culprits in this situation.
The middleman wants to make maximum gain, because those who produce those items, maybe you go to a farm, you have your cassava, you harvest it, you produce it. The middleman wants to even gain more than you, who invested so much in planting the cassava or putting it and bring it to where they do sell it. So their role has only been to make gains. I live in an area where there's also farmland beyond where I live. People come from the farm, they bring plantain and all that. When you ask them, please sell for me, they say, no, I'm taking it to a particular point. They are taking it to the middleman, who will add his own, and that's how he makes his own money. But as I've said, we need to appeal to their humanity, that in doing this thing, let them know that all this thing will not last. It's a matter of the life itself is ephemeral. Nothing lasts forever.
As food prices continue to soar at an alarming rate, bulk buying is said to be a solid strategy that can help families reduce costs on their long run, as well as prevent frequent visits to the market.
This hard time, buying in bulk will help a lot. But do we have the money to even buy in bulk these days? I don't like buying in piecemeal. Everything I buy them in bulk. But in recent time, sincerely, I've not been able to do that. It helps you a lot because for a long time you are free from even going to the market on a daily basis. Then another problem we have is that we don't have preservatives. There are no power source to power your freezer, to power your fridge, where you can keep some of these things. So you keep going to the market day in, day out for perishables. For things like maybe rice, gari, yam, even yam cannot stay for too long. Because if you keep yam for 2-3 months, by the time you get there, you don't have yam again. You have rotting yam. But for few things that can last like let's say rice, beans, even beans, you must, if you have a freezer and you have beans, you can put it in a bucket and put it in your freezer. It will last for as long as you can want it to last. But do we have the power supply? It's been improving recently, but some area they don't even have. Some area they have been cut off from the national grid, maybe because their transformer is not good or one thing happened. So it's really help for people with families. If you buy in bulk, maybe at the end of the month you get your salary, you're able to buy things in bulk. It will keep you off from the market. It will even keep you from this middleman and this incessant increase that we experience daily. Thank God tomatoes is now in the market. But at a particular time, 2 tomatoes for like 500 naira. I don't know what you're going to do with that. But if we have preserving material, like having our fridge, you can buy a bucket of tomato and keep it, and you can turn into paste for yourself and keep it in your freezer. You are sure that the power supply will be there throughout that period. But when you are not sure of that, it keeps you like, how do I go about it? But sincerely, anything you can buy in bulk and you have where you can preserve it for mothers, for family people, is the best.
I am Precious Arowolo, reporting from KAFTAN TV News.